We were not live.
I was in the wrong room.
Howdy. What's up?
Howdy. Good.
Howdy.
Very nice. Jonathan, we're having trouble getting connected to your Facebook on StreamYard.
Mine says it's connected, but I don't really care.
Mine says that I cannot stream it to your Facebook. Just so you know.
I need to reconnect it, yeah.
Howdy, everyone and no one. We have no viewers.
I really don't feel like I need to broadcast this part, but oh well.
Right? So I will stop connecting it through there, and we'll just do the YouTube.
I got it, but that's all right.
YouTube is beautiful. Hello, everybody. I say everybody when I mean nobody, but we're talking to Muriel. Yay! Howdy. Muriel is here. And hopefully we'll get some other future viewers who will look back and say, wow,
I could have 35 now still?
We are indeed on 35. If we go to the top.
Now still. Yeah.
What? Now still?
Now still.
What? Are you a Brit now?
35 is right there. And we are on number 4, which doesn't seem like we've gotten very far, but look how many words are included in 1, 2, and 3.
They are lengthy. They're lengthy.
Yes. So we are starting with number 4, and I would like a volunteer to begin. Vayomer. No volunteer. Everybody's yawning.
No, I will do it, but I will yawn first.
Okay.
I'll yawn twice.
Stop that. Right now.
You guys, it is 1 o'clock in the morning in Israel. I'm sure that it's 5 o'clock where you are.
It's 6.
6 o'clock.
6. It's 6 o'clock somewhere, but not in Tel Aviv. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're yawning at 6 p.m.
Hey, we're not all robots.
Hey, I was looking forward to you saying that. I knew you was going to say it.
Well, I usually call you a machine.
A machine, yeah.
I say that I'm not human.
Also a vampire. It sleeps during the day and awake during the night.
We got number 4.
Yeah. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lama titzach elai harem el yadecha al hayam vashavu hamayim lamachomam. Lim komam. Thank you. Vayarim Moshe et yado kamitzvat Adonai vayashuvu hamayim al hamitzrayim vayirdu hamitzrim.
Yeah, not Mitzrayim, but al hamitzrim, the Egyptians. Vayirdu hamitzrim.
Lev hayam.
All right, good. Just so we know, Weingreen is using the full form of Vayashuvu. Normally, this vowel is actually going to be written effectively Vayashuvu in the Bible. Y'all are eventually going to start putting commas before quotation marks.
I usually do. I would have gone back and fixed it. I'm going to write this in and then I'll edit it.
Yeah, he said to Moses, why do you cry out to me?
Lift up, I guess.
And that lift up is a new sentence.
Oh. That's fair.
Or you can just say raise. Raise your hand. Right? Lift up your hand. Raise your hand.
Feels like he's in school or something.
So this word is leharim. It's from the root rum, high. So to make high, to raise, to lift up, leharim. And this is imperative, harem. Harem et yadcha. Raise your hand. Lift your hand. Yeshavu amayim limkomam. Yeah, the waters will return to their place.
Thank you. I don't know why I struggled so much with that.
I don't either.
Vashav.
Veshavu from lashuv.
Yeah.
I'm just mean.
Yeah.
The root is
Yeah.
shuv.
Yeah, I was reading it as Yashav, and I was like, "That's not right," and I can't figure. My brain just didn't want to do it.
We also have the hifil of this one, lehashiv, to cause to return, to bring back. Lashiv. It can also mean in modern Hebrew to respond, like you respond to what somebody said. It's used in the Jewish prayer with Meshiva Ruach, means the one who causes the wind to return upon the earth. Meshiva. I got a message from Adel saying that he's got to take care of some things, so he'll be here in a few minutes.
I'm looking forward to going to the bar.
Okay. אני מצפה
53 minutes.
לבא. You're going to the bar?
Yes. To eat.
I'm not. I'm poor.
It's got really good hair.
All right. Moses raised his hand according to Yudevav's command, and the waters returned upon the Egyptians, or over the Egyptians, and the Egyptians descended into the heart of the sea. All right. All right. The waters came back over them. Yeah. On top of them. Great. Number 5. Here we are taking lehashiv, which is from shuv. It means to come, to bring back. So this has the enu suffix.
So I always translated this as return to us, but it's really return us, isn't it?
Yep. Return us to you.
Yeah, return us, O Lord our God. Or no, elecha. Oh, yeah, to you. That's not our God. Return us. Yeah, return us, O Adonai, so that we might return.
Mm-hmm. And we will return.
And remember,
in other words, it could be like a conditional. If you bring us back to you, we will come back.
I didn't read this, did I? I need to read it.
You haven't. By the way, this is sung like in Jewish. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva. And then it goes somewhere else. It says Chadesh Yamenu Kodem Kekedem.
Yeah, Kekedem. No. It's Venashuva Kadesh.
Kadesh Yamenu. Renew our days.
Menu Kekedem.
Kadesh Yamenu Kekedem. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Hashivenu Adonai Elecha V'nashuva Uzechor lanu et devarecha asher dibarta lemor Shuvo.
Oops, that's shuvu. Excuse me, that's an imperative.
Shuvo elai beit Yaakov.
No, shuvu.
Oh, shuvu. Oh. Okay, so that was a typo. All right. Shuvu elai beit Yaakov. Va'ashuva alechem. Kuma Adonai lishuatenu va'altitanenu b'yad oivenu ki v'cha lemadcha
Levadcha.
Levad. Oh, it's not a vocal. Yeah, levadcha. It's a vocal shva, right?
Right, but you said lamad.
Oh, levadcha batachnu. Yeah. Yeah, so return us, O Adonai, to you, so that we might return and, what we say, and remember your, where'd I go? Which you have, remember your, yeah, I lost my spot. Shuvu alai beit.
Remember for us.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Remember your words. Now, I'm not sure. Do we just leave the love
for us?
For us. That doesn't make any sense.
For our sakes. Remember for our sake.
For our sake. That's better. Okay, for our sake. Remember
for us.
Words for our sake. Remember
for us your words. It's kind of weird, but that's what it says.
Let's see. Let's do remember your words for our sake. I like that better. O house of Jacob.
It's kind of like a dative of no, you're skipping the line, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
it's like a dative of respect. And remember with regard to us your words. It's a dative of respect.
Which you have spoken, saying, or wait a minute. You could do saying, you could just make it a quotation mark. You would have to put a colon here.
Yeah. So in order to hide the word saying, you won't say it there at the end after the colon, you're going to say it here. If it's an option, then you're going to say saying, comma.
Right. Yeah, right. And the colon. That's right. I knew Jason would get me straightened out on that one. The nitpicky Jason. Return to me, O house of Jacob, so that I might return to you all. Because we want to say that it's plural, I guess. My teacher made us do that.
It's almost like a conditional. Like, if you return to me, I will return to you. Which is kind of what we have at the beginning. Return us to you, O Lord, would be, if you return us to you, O Lord, we will return. Like the imperative with the future feels almost like an if-then clause, a conditional.
Well, do not give us into the hand of our enemies.
Lishuatenu literally is for our deliverance. Arise for our deliverance.
Right.
To save us would be lehoshieni. Lehoshieni. What happened?
Do not give us into the hand of our enemies, for in you and you alone. What's happening to my cursor here? And you alone, Vataknu, we trust.
Okay. We trust, we have trusted. Okay.
Or we have.
All right, verse 6. Vaya'as, or Asa Moshe. In the textbook it says Asa Moshe. Adel is here. Did anybody know that he was sitting there?
I knew not.
Okay, sorry about that. The textbook says Asa Moshe ka'asher tziva. I'm going to change Asa Moshe, which is verb subject, to Vaya'as, the verb consecutive. Vaya'as Moshe ka'asher tziva oto Adonai. ויקרא ליהושע וישם את ידיו על ראשו ויברכהו לעיני עדת ישראל ותרד רוח אלוהים על יהושע ויתנבא לפניהם. Okay, so it says that Moses did according as the Lord had commanded
just as is better.
him. Okay. That
Yeah.
Moses did as the Lord had commanded him, and he called to Joshua. It means he summoned him. He summoned Joshua. He called him, summoned him. And he placed his hands on his head. That is, let's be clear. Moses placed his hands on Joshua's head, right? And blessed him in the sight and the eyes of the congregation of Israel. And the Spirit of God came down, descended upon Joshua, and he prophesied before them. Prophesied probably doesn't mean that he said certain words about the future. Probably just means that he sang songs about God's greatness or something like that.
Went into a trance before him.
Yeah. Normally, prophesying means that you're singing and dancing and maybe going into some kind of ecstatic trance.
Doing drugs.
That really is a possibility. Not drugs. I don't think they were doing drugs.
Oh, there's a theory that they were.
They might have been. You know, the oracle at Delphi was high.
That's supposedly what causes the ecstatic trances or the drugs.
Maybe. But let's not judge.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not judging. I would love
all I'm saying is that it, other than the drugs part, it doesn't sound that different from what Pentecostals do today.
Yeah, and they do it without drugs. If they can do it without drugs, I think they could do it back then without drugs too.
They can't. So
yeah.
Oh, in fact, we do.
Oh, I know you do. I'm just saying.
You can force yourself to go into some kind of mental frenzy.
I'm just busting Colton. But yeah, I'm very skeptical of those folks with tongues because I've been burned many times by those folks. Anyway,
those flames of fire are hot, aren't they?
Yeah. And they say it's a language, but when you hear somebody go ba 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 ba, that's not a language.
Okay. Anyway, Adil, we'll give you number 7 if you should like.
Who did you say?
Adil, that we can't hear. His mic is muted.
I was muted.
Adele, you're muted.
I'm still muted.
Oh, there you
go.
You're
good now.
We hear you now.
You want to take number 7?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ki yakum be'ericha navi.
Be'ircha
navi. V'diber elechem lemor. Navara Elohim acharim. Navda. I'm not focused today. Navda Elohim acharim. V'naten lecha ot ova haot lo tishma.
Okay, ונתן לך אות, ובה האות.
ובא האות, לא תשמע אל דבריו.
Some people do say Devaraiv, but
they shouldn't.
I know.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Yeah, Lambden has it like that.
So we're going to take key as if.
He has Devarau.
Okay, sure. If
Devarau.
He gives both options in the book.
Stands.
Don't quote.
But he transliterates it like that in his transliteration.
Let's move prophet to the front of the sentence. If a prophet should arise in your city.
Okay, sure. Good.
If a prophet should arise in your city.
Yes, Iriel imperfect.
My God.
I think it's E.
Rise. in your cities. Let me just okay.
Not cities, but city.
City.
Mhm.
Okay.
The prophet should arise in your city.
Um.
You're not at the end of the
And
line. You're not at the end of the line. Hold on.
yeah, I
Put
got it.
end.
I got it.
Hit the word. Hit the key end.
Okay, I got it.
Hit end. End. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
If a prophet should arise in your city,
and he spoke to you, and his word
so
to
diber is
you,
this is the past, but we're still using the future. Vediber. Ki
And he-
yakum vediber. If he should arise and speak, it's still this conditional. If a prophet should arise in your city and speak,
saying,
and speak to
let
you.
us speak to you,
If a prophet should arise in your city and speak to you, saying,
let
Okay.
us worship.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Thank you. Another gods.
So not another, because an is one, but just other gods. Let us worship other gods.
The God.
Let's worship other gods. And that's the end of the quotation. That's the end of the quotation. So we have to stop the quote. Okay. And now we're going back to this conditional, right? If a prophet should arise in your city,
and if he give you a sign,
okay.
Ova
If he gives you, if he gives you a sign, yeah. Uva haot. Uva haot.
Or he brings a wonder.
And the sign comes about. It happens. And the sign that he tells you happens.
Okay. And the sign happens, I guess. Okay.
Comes.
Do not listen to his listen to his saying or his words.
His words. Yeah. Okay. This is giving an interesting principle, because most of the time people think that if a prophet comes and says, I'm going to give you a sign, and then that sign happens, that's an indication that he was speaking truly. And if that's true, then we should follow what he says. But here we have something that says, if he comes and he gives you a sign, and the sign comes about, even though the sign happened that he said would happen, if he says, go, let's go worship other gods, don't listen to him. You know? And specifically in Deuteronomy, it says that they would rise and say, let us worship other gods, gods whom your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom your fathers knew not. So if it's a God that the fathers of Israel, the Avot Israel, did not know, then it is forbidden to go after them. That is an interesting prohibition. All right, we are number 8. This is the shortest one of the bunch, and it's mine. Mipnei zaken takum. I don't. What's that?
I said, well, I went first today, but you can have it. I'd rather do not.
Oh, you went first? Here, I'll move you to first, and you can take it.
It was just a joke, but okay.
Oh, you don't want it? This is not how the text actually says. The text does not say mipnei zaken takum. It says mipnei seva. Seva takum. But okay, seva is a gray head.
Mipnei zaken takum.
Not zaken takum, but zaken takum.
Yeah. V'kivadata et pnei hechacham.
All right.
I freaking hate that word.
V'kibadata et pnei hacham. V'kibadata et pnei hacham.
So is it you will rise from before the elder?
Yeah. In other words, when they're walking in front of you, you're going to stand up and let them pass. You're going to respect. We use it. This is really funny, but this is true. If you get on a bus in Israel, you'll see this phrase posted in the back of the driver's head and also the seat next to it. And it will say, Mipnei seva takum, which means when an old person gets on the bus, you need to stand up and let them sit down. It's don't make an old person stand on the bus. Give them your seat.
Fair
That's
enough.
how we use it today. You'll rise before an elder. And you shall rise. You shall rise before an elder, and you shall honor the face of the wise. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Jonathan, were you second in this round?
I think I was third. Or
Yeah,
was I
you
second?
were sick.
Was
You
I
were second because you did return us, O Lord, to you.
All right. So
You're number 9.
B'derech echad tetzu lamilchama uvidrachim rabim tanusu lifnei oivechem.
This is a curse, by the way.
Yeah, so on you shall go out one way to the battle, and uvdurachim by many ways, but by many ways you will flee before your enemies.
Okay, so we should know that the word derech is feminine, right?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So why does this say drachim rabim?
Well, dirachim occurs often in the Bible.
But why would it be masculine? Why does it say drachim rabim? Derech, you should say drachim rabot.
Many roads.
All right.
know.
This is a word that takes a different gender based on what you mean by the word.
Oh, neat.
If you mean a road or a way, it's feminine. Derech aruka. But if you mean a direction, like straight, left, right, north, south, a direction,
That's
it's
interesting.
masculine. But derech echad tetzu lamilchama. In one direction, you will head out to war. Uvdrachim rabim tanusu lifnei oivechem. And in many directions, you will flee before your enemies. Like you're going out straight this direction to war. Once you encounter your enemy, you're going to flee in all directions. So once derech means direction, it takes on the masculine gender. Isn't that interesting? But it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. So you will see in the Bible that he went b'derech echad, and he returned b'derech acher. Acher. And when it says acher, it's not saying a different road, it's saying a different direction. That's how you should translate it. We don't use that word for direction today. We use the word kivun. Kivun is direction in modern Hebrew. Kivun. Lechaven, to direct. All right, so you're going to translate for us?
When we learned derech, we learned road or way. Is the way the directional one you're talking about? The way?
No, way is also a path.
Okay.
He stops on the way and picks a flower. A way is a road.
Yeah, so by one way you will go out to the battle, and by many ways you will flee before your enemies, or many directions. You will flee
You will
before
flee
your
in
enemies.
many directions. Let's look and see how Halot handles this, because I don't know necessarily if they define it this way, but for sure this it happens. Like when it means a direction, it's masculine. So mesila, path, way, road. In this case, it would be feminine. Let's see if they give us derech as a direction. The road between Damascus and the distance or journey. Derech Shloshet Yamim. I want to see if we see here specifically masculine. In limits in his conduct. This is also masculine. You can see tam is a masculine verb. Tam dalko is, but it's probably he is innocent with regard to his conduct. It's probably an accusative of respect. Behavior, activity, condition, strength, power. I don't see it here in Halot. See what they say. Journey, commandment. I don't know if we would find this in one of the dictionaries. It's just this from my reading. This is always the way it lines up. Like I saw it in the King's Record where Elijah was going one direction and then this went another direction, and it was masculine every time. Anyway, are you going to type up a translation? We're just going to sit here.
Oh, sorry. I did it out loud and I didn't write it down. I also lost my window for some reason.
You find your window.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
And then move to the next.
Now I need to scroll.
We're only 32 minutes in, and
right.
We're going to be finished with this.
I'll say,
and there's only 4 for the second part, so we probably could just finish it all in by 7, or in the next 30 minutes if we wanted to.
We let's see. So I'm going to do this as what's going on here?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to do it as by one way. I'm not sure what to call that a dative of means. Dative of means. By one way, you will lead or go out
or go forth
to the battle.
To the war.
And by
what's the difference between battle? Krav. Krav is battle. Krav.
Well, it can be both.
And milchama.
It can be both.
I don't know what the difference is. Battle and war. I think that
battle
is a specific instance of fighting,
and battle is a battle is one part of a war, one segment.
Yeah.
Okay, but to the war or to the battle, and
I've not seen Krav except in Aramaic. I've not seen it in Hebrew. It's not to say it's not there, but yeah, I've seen Krav as the in place of Hilachem in Deuteronomy.
Yes, Krav. Battle, Krav, Kravot. Psalm 55, Hosea 7, Ecclesiastes 9.
Yeah.
Psalm 68, Zechariah 14.
Could be late.
It's a common word.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're all very late except for maybe the Psalm,
Jason thinks that everything in modern Hebrew has a biblical equivalent.
I don't.
I know.
I often comment to the opposite.
I'm just busting your...
Yeah, but Carl might think that that's what I think.
Well, that's what I thought you thought.
You should totally go.
In modern Hebrew, it means this. Yeah, but not always.
Yeah. No, but it's always good to point out when it's different and similar.
Yes.
So number 10, קחו לכם אבנים והקימו אותן בתוך הנהר, למען ידעו בניכם, כי קראת אדוני את מי הירדן לפניכם, והיו האבנים האלה לאות עולם. So קחו is imperative. Take for yourselves, קחו לכם, stones, אבנים, and set them up, raise them up. So this is from kum, hikim. Hakimu otan, and otan is feminine because abanim is feminine. Hakimu otan in the middle of the river. Okay, this is when they were crossing the Jordan River into the Promised Land, and they needed to set up these stones in the middle of the water, and then the water came back down and covered them because they crossed on dry ground, just like Elijah and Elisha crossing over the Jordan River. Right. So that this is lema'an, in order that your sons, your children, might know that the Lord made he cut off the waters of the Jordan. That's the Jordan River before you. And these stones will be as or for a sign, an eternal, an everlasting sign. Is that because they're supposed to see them in the river, like when the water goes down, or is this on the bank of the river?
They go above. I think they go above the river, don't they?
I don't know.
Don't they stand up on the underwater and go above the river? I think they do.
How did the stones in the Jordan River look?
I thought he told them to pull them out of the river and put them make a pillar on the other side. That's how I understood it.
On the side?
Like on the shore, on the.
Just want to look at it real quick. Like I always thought that they put it like when they were crossing over, that they set it up like in the riverbed, and then the waters came back and covered them. But maybe I'm crazy. What do the stones under the Jordan River mean? 12 stones in the midst of the Jordan River represent the unredeemed who have rejected Jesus. I doubt that's true. Two sets of stones. The stones buried in the Jordan. This is how I thought it was that the one that they left them on the dry ground. Should we check a Bible translation real quick?
Sure. Well, you can.
Because I don't remember stones. Jordan.
Maybe there's two sets, when they left in the river and when they took up on the shore with them.
You shall set up these stones which are commanded to say in Mount Ebal. That's interesting. Okay. This says, take ye hence out of the midst of the Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood, 12 stones. So they take the stones out of the river basin. Okay, and they're supposed to be a memorial forever because they pulled these stones out of the riverbed as they were crossing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stones are not to be set up in the middle of the river. Okay, fantastic. Right, number 11. We are back to you, Adel.
Sure. לפניו לא היה כמוהו מלך בישראל אשר שוב אל אדוני בכל לבבו. שב. Oh, okay. Shav. Is it close syllable? Shav.
Nope. Okay. Well, it is, but it's accented. Every single syllable word, unless it has makaf, is accented.
Yeah. שב אל אדוני בכל לבבו, ואחריו לא כמוהו. כמוהו, yeah. Mm-hmm. So before him, there was no between one, it's not there, one like him, a king of Israel.
Technically, king in Israel.
A king in Israel, sure, you're right. Yeah. In Israel.
So we could say before him there was no king like him. Lo היה כמוהו melech. There was no king like him in Israel. Like we would move king forward in English.
Okay, sure. Let me see that, yeah. A king, okay, sure.
There was no king like him in Israel.
Okay.
I'm drinking a lid. לפניו לא היה כמוהו מלך בישראל, אשר שב אל אדוני בכל לבבו.
Okay. Who returned to Yod Hey by all his heart and
Or with all his heart.
there over there, and there is none after him.
So there's no there was, but we just said there did not arise, and after him did not arise.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And after him,
we could move the not into the and, because and not means nor.
Arise.
Like we can move the and or the not into, so it said, so with all his heart, nor did there arise after him one like him, meaning a king like him.
Okay.
Or nor did one like him arise after him. So that after him there did not arise one like him.
Like him. Okay.
But when you say and then you say not, and not is the combination and not means nor. Okay. Nor after him did there arise.
So this can, so we can actually delete this and just put nor there. I like it better. Nor, and let's get not out.
Mm-hmm. Nor after him did there arise. Because once you say nor,
sure,
then you raise up the auxiliary. Nor did there arise one like him. Okay. Brilliant. We have nowhere to go from here but down. Oh, I mean, nowhere to go but up. So we have 4 more translation exercises from English to Hebrew, which we will do for our wonderful Patreon followers. We'll go ahead and do it now. How about that? And then we'll finish a little bit early today. I don't think we anticipate anyone else joining us that's not here. So let's try to finish this up within the next 15 minutes and have an early night. Because look, Adel, we don't have Kohelet tonight, so that's an hour and a half.
Yes. I have a time off today. I'm celebrating that.
So this will give us 2.5 hours shorter this week than normal. So that's nice. Great. But if you want, I don't know if you had the chance. I've got all the videos up from the past couple of weeks. If you want.
Yeah, I did. You know, it was interesting number 12. But
it was good.
I hate to take the time, but it was very good. I missed the big time, but by the end, I still don't know what Kohelet wants to say. Let's put it that way. Well, I think I do, but I don't. Let's put it that way.
You kind of feel that there were different authors playing in that text. You know.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week. And for you who are continuing with us to Weingreen English to Hebrew, please switch over and we'll see you in a minute. Thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure.
Peace.
See ya.